Welcome to the welcome to the new university. Good luck traversing the giant holes in the ground. I hope you don't die. Welcome everybody back to Cities Skylines with me, Biffa, here in the city of Teaport. Thank you very much for joining me. We have so much to do today. We're going to be looking at education. We're going to be looking at our buses and trams. We're going to be looking at some new roads that have been suggested to me. There's all sorts of things that we need to check out. Let's jump out of that view. Things are going really, really well. We are so close to a small city of 11,000. We've got 10,775. And we have lots of needs to fill, all sorts of things going on. To start off with, I wanted to show you a couple of roads that were suggested to me. Thank you for the suggestions. We've been working on some bike lanes for different roads and things. And these are really cool. Look at these ones. They've got like a protected cycle area with trees and a little raised flower bed with whatever on there. That's one way. This is two way, same sort of idea. And then we've got a 4-lane, and it's got separate lane and parking. So these are absolutely fantastic. Let me show you. If we grab this one here, so that's what they're called. They are by Blue Hawk. If you want to search for those, I will try and get an asset list together very soon for you all to check out. Let's just go up to there. So now we can see the bus stops in the road instead of pulling over like a bus normally would. They pull over to the side like that. There we go. Pull over to the side out the way of the road. But these, they will stop in the road, but the bicyclist can carry on. But there is also parking. So as we see over here, there's a nice little area for parking that doesn't get in the way of the cars. Well, parking never does, but you know what I mean. It looks better. And I quite like that one. I think we're going to upgrade all of our 4-lane roads to that. So that's the comparison from that to that. And it's got the nice little lines on it. I think that looks really cool. And then over here, if we change this one. So this is the 2-lane one we were using before with the little parking. I keep saying parking. With no parking and with the bicycle lanes. If we switch that out to the one with the protected. I think that's the one. Yeah. There we go. So we've now got the protected cycling down this side, the trees and sort of the raised flower bed there, and parking and 2 lanes. I think that looks really cool. There is some decals that should show on here, like there is on these lanes over here. But I don't think I have the right mod installed for that. I will look at that. But as those roads go, I think they look absolutely fantastic. So let me change all of the 4-lane roads and the 2-lane roads that we've got set up in this area, and we'll check it out. There we go. That's all of them updated. And I think that looks much better. We now get parking back on the road again, which was a big problem around here. The protected cycling lanes, the trees down the middle, the bus stops here, which I think gives priority over cyclists. That's fine. Traffic is not an issue. So the bus stopping in the road, not a problem. There isn't a bridge version of this road. So we have to go back to the old one here for the bridge, but that's no problem. There we go. There's no bus stops or anything up there. Then back to the other one. And then what I've done is I've changed all the interior roads here to the ones with the protected cycling, the trees. There we go. All the roads. And I've done all the roads this side. If you remember correctly, we left some of them so they could have some parking. Well, I've just changed them all. And the little one-way loops that we have there and here as well. As you can see, the one-way lanes at the end. I've done those too. So that just looked absolutely brilliant. I like those. So the next thing that we need to look at is our postal service. Because we don't have any postal service at all. What happened there? We just lost something. They were really unhappy about something. We haven't got a sports stadium. Were they just literally unhappy about me deleting those roads? Seriously? Okay, fair enough. Let's have a look in here. So we have access to the post service. And if we have a look at our little post offices... Yep, no post offices anywhere at all. Now, they don't seem to have an area of effect. Oh, they do. You place them up against a road. You can see how far they're going to go. Oh, okay. We'll pop it on this one here and just see whether they complain about the noise. I don't think they will. And then these places are going to send out little post vans. There they go. Go and collect all the post. So hopefully something like that will cover an area. Where's post on here? There we go. So we probably need another one in here 2 in here, I reckon, and maybe 1 over here, and that should be okay. So let's find a couple of spots for those. So I've actually popped one in right there, and the green road covered nearly all of T-Town and also nearly all of downtown T-Town. So that is good, because there is a cost to these, 80 a week. And we don't want to go mad, do we? So I think 1 there, and we should be able to just get away with 1 up here as well. There we go. I'm just going to pop that on the main road there, and that is going to cover all of that area. There we go. In amongst all the shops. That should be fine. Shouldn't cause too much traffic. No problem at all. Excellent. And then along with those, you also want a post sorting facility. So they will go out and grab the post. There we go. Look, we can see these houses lighting up from red to blue as the trucks go around. Yeah, they will send out trucks to all the smaller post offices and bring it all into the post office sorting facility. And then we'll send that around your city as well. We are going to add that into our utility park. Could we just slide it in there? I think we could. There we go. Amongst the coal plants. That's fantastic. And that will send out trucks of its own to sort some mail. So we'll leave that running for a while and make sure that everything is covered with post, and we'll check that a bit later. So the next thing we need to look at, our industry. We need to keep diving into our industry here. We've got so many jobs over at Farty Grove. What is the next thing we need to do? Well, to hit the next level, we need to produce 13,500 units. We've absolutely smashed that. 48,000 and rising. We need to have 800 workers, and we've got 552. So we need to get a lot more workers into our buildings. At the moment, we only have 617 work spaces, which is good. And if we had some more highly educated people, we might be able to fill some of those workspaces. Always worth looking over here at your population. Unemployment 3%. So I would imagine that's possibly people not being educated enough to be able to take those jobs over there. So we could build a whole campus area, but I think for now I'm just going to pop in one of our normal universities. I'm thinking more up here where we've got the more high-rise stuff. Also, we have all the buses that connect up here as well from the trams, and it's all bicycle friendly. Let's just upgrade our road here to the new bicycle friendly road. There we go. Let's do this one down here as well. Yeah, so why not a little university in this spot here? With all the access that we've got with cycling, our trams, so the buses, I think this will be a nice spot. Whoops, that is not what I meant to do. Welcome to the welcome to the new university. Good luck traversing the giant holes in the ground. I hope you don't die. Yeah, it's protected cycling on this side, but if you get too close to the drop of doom, yeah, that is not exactly what I was trying. I wonder if I could just fill this up with water. No, I don't think that's a good idea. Let's go back to that. Control Z. There we go. Let's just try and smooth it out, which is what I was actually trying to do. Hey, small city, 11,000 citizens. Oh my goodness, this opens up so much stuff. Trains, monorails, maybe we'll look at that another time. Trains, definitely. Cable cars, I want to use some of those. New policies for business, that is going to be fantastic. There's all the monorail and cable stuff. What have we got building wise? So all the stuff for the train. We've got some cool hubs, which is excellent, and a yoga garden, basketball arena. Oh, excellent. So I want to fit some stuff in around here to do with sport as well. We might go into a little bit of space over there. Nice little area. They can sit outside and do their studying. Come over to the university over here. Yeah, that's good. And then we want to get some sporty stuff in here as well. We could use some of this space over here. Let's just take a look. What have we got? we go. It's not too bad. It's a bit lumpy bumpy, but you know, we're working with the terrain. So if that's the shape of the terrain, that is the shape of the terrain. Let us add some fences in here. That's going to sort of give a nice delineation to the edge of this area. Okay, just having these little fences around the place really just sort of finishes it off. I think. Anyway, I think it looks good. Let's just add a couple of larger trees in here. Whoa, not that many. Let's put that down and that down. I think maybe 1 or 2 in there. And then 1 or 2 or 3 in there. Let's add a little bit of greenery underneath. Just to look like greenery underneath a tree. There we go. Just add a little something in there. Fantastic. So you've got some nice park, some nice trees. You've got some sporting areas. What do we want to make sure is everybody can get here via bus as well. So let's just have a look at our bus routes. There we go. We'll put both on again. So now we've got red and blue stops up here. What my thinking is I want the stop to be when it's coming up this way. Drop them off before it goes to the station, picks people up and heads off again. That is my thinking. But we've got 2 stops up there. That should work nicely. And yeah, there's parking, sport. So let's see how many people we've got going here. 239 university students in the city, 243. If we check on this one, I believe eligible 3,568 are eligible to go to this university. It says a capacity of 4,500. So we've got enough capacity for everybody in our city that needs to go. And then hopefully the more that graduate, the more that we're going to have coming over here and fill in some of these jobs as well. So let's have a look at that. So highly educated, 1 out of 2. Next one here, there we go. So we've got 1 in there. So yeah, you get the idea. And also in our commercial buildings as well. Where is our high density commercial? We should have some along here. There we go. New commerce centre. Highly educated, 1 out of 4. So we need to start filling those jobs as well. Now, while we're on the topic of education, we have our public libraries. Now, these can give a small bonus to education within the building radius. So if we just pop that down just so we can see, there we go. We see the big building radius. Now, everybody within that radius has an extra chance of having that education level bumped up. So I always used to think that it would give a bonus to the buildings within the radius, but that is not true. I've looked it up on the wiki. So if we can fit some of these around, I mean, they're quite big, they're quite expensive. We have over 1.3 million tea leaves that we can spend in the city. So I've just managed to fit a public library in down here with some very interesting parking. Look at that. Let me just sort out the roads here. Let's just lift that one up a tiny touch. There we go. So that's going to give a bonus to almost everybody in this area. Not everybody, but almost everybody. It's nicely opposite our park, and it's not far from our new university as well. It's all within walking distance if they wish to get over there. I'm just thinking, actually, we could add a connection to our path network along here, because at the minute, anybody that wants to walk from here has to come all the way round, just like that. Yay, there we go. Excellent. Good, yeah, and that will connect them to our path network so they can walk and cycle around the city to their heart's content. And another public library over there. There we go. We moved a few houses, but that's going to give all of these people a chance, a little boost, and it's got an amazing view of the sea as well, which I think is nice. Oh, you can hear people upgrading. Ping, ping, they're happy with that. With a little bit of road manoeuvring and some anarchy mod, we can just about fit one into this area here. There we go, which will give all of these guys and girls a chance to increase their level as well. And I think that'll probably do for now. We don't want them absolutely everywhere. So yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Well, everything is working nicely. As we can see, lots of people walking and cycling. The buses are running around here nicely, dropping lots of people off. I've just leveled this out here so the parks are nice and flat. And how many people do we have at our university? Let us take a look. Up to 529. So that is absolutely brilliant. So the next thing that I want to take a look at, we are relying on a lot of mass transit, is to check how our mass transit is going. And this is something I recommend that you do from time to time. We know at the moment we're using buses and we have trams, and that is pretty much it at the moment. Is what I would say is every now and again is just have a look at your line and see how many people you have waiting and how many buses you have to cover it. So these two spots here, so let's just see where they are. So that's this side of this area, and I'm pretty sure that the other one is going to be the other side of the bridge. Let's just take another look at that. So that was that one there, and this one here is the other side of the bridge. Yeah, so these two areas here, there and there, are the closest for people walking over these little paths that we set up at the back. And we certainly do not have enough vehicles to cope with that. So let's just have a look what options we have for our line. So we've got the biofuel bus, the school bus, the bus, and a random bus. Well, at the minute, we're just going with the biofuel bus. As you can see, the buses here are pretty much full up. I would even double those on that line, or maybe even put it up to 10. We just need more and more buses to go out. Here they all go. Coming out of the station over here. They're all going to get clogged up first of all, but they will spread out eventually. So let's try that on 10 and see how that goes and whether that's enough. And then we can have a look at our other line as well, which is good though. People are happy to use the transit. That's excellent. So the other line that we've got here, not too bad. Just this one here, and we can see the buses by the time they get down here are pretty full up. This one's going to pick up some of those, but I reckon a couple of 3 more buses on there as well. So 4, 5, 6. Oh, autosave. Let's just have a quick sip of tea. We'll get that on 7. And let's just see where that stop is. There we go. Actually, I reckon 6. 6 should be enough. Yeah, let's go for 6. So that stop is... Oh, there we go. That is a similar place as the other one. This side here where the path comes over. So that's good. So what that is telling me is people are happy to walk from over here, over the paths, and then they're stopping at the stops there and then taking the buses round to other places they need to go. Excellent. So we'll leave those running for a minute. Let's also check our trams. So we've got our 3 tram lines here. And let's have a look at those. Now, this is the one that goes to our industry. It runs along our industry, stops over here and goes back again. That is never really that busy. We've got 1 tram on there that holds 82. We've got another 38 there, 10. I reckon at least 2 on that one. Let's just up that a little bit and get a second one on there. And then line number 2. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, because the trams hold 82, we're pretty much... okay on that. I mean, we've got a couple that have only got 5 in. We could knock it down 1, but I'll just leave it as it is. I'll leave it as it is. The negligible amount of money we'll save means people are waiting longer, so we'll leave it as it is. And this one I've only got 3 on. We've got 74 waiting there. So where's that? So let's just come out of that view so we can see. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that is by our little crossover spot. We can see lots and lots of people are walking backwards and forwards here to get on our trams to then go around this area. So I'm definitely going to increase the amount of trams on line number 3. And we can see that is pretty well used. Yeah, so let's put that up to 4. There we go. Yeah, so we'll leave those going. But we do now have option to add in trains. And I would like to get a train station bringing in people from the outside. So where is our train line? We just have a look at this here. We've got this train line that comes up, runs through the middle and heads over there. I'd really like to bring a train line in by our bus station, because at the minute our buses are hooked up to our trams, the walking network, all the rest of it. So if we could do that, and in fact we could even just put a train station right opposite here and have a line run into that. I've got Anarchy on. Let's turn that off. There we go. Going to need to do a little bit of terraforming, but that could be fine. Let's just grab our terraforming tool. This one here. Go for the smoothing and just smooth that out a teeny touch. It's not so bad. And then what we could do, let's have a look. Where's the line gone? It's down here. So in fact, we could just run up and connect to this line over here. I think that would work well. So let's grab our train line. We'll use the normal one here. 2-lane, 2-way. And I'd like to just run that straight into that road. Let's turn these on. And just sort of have a little crossing over there. Why not? Makes it interesting, doesn't it? We can sort of work with that. And if that comes straight across... Okay, let's just go straight across to there. And then we just want access to go left and right. And in fact, this little bit here, the whole thing's a bridge apart from this little section here. So let's do something with that. There we go, that'll do. So they can split off there and go in each direction. Let's just check the lines there are set up correctly. They're set up correctly there. Yep, so you've got in and out in both directions. And then they'll join onto this line, which will run along down here. Now, what we can do with our train station... If we just take a look at that, we've allowed intercity trains. This is our only train station at the moment. So that will bring in people from outside the city, which then have access, as you can see, to all of this network. Let's just upgrade these roads here. So we haven't got the cycling roads on those. Let us do that, and we'll do the one on the end as well. There we go. Excellent. So cycling and parking. We've got our train station all set up. Yeah, I think that will work quite well. There we go. Our first intercity train. And it's... Oh, look how many people it's dropped off. So many people. Unbelievable. That is fantastic. Look, they're all hopping on their bikes. Oh, it's brought in so many people. That is... absolutely fantastic. And where are they all going? Let's have a look. They're all going across there. Some are getting in the bike lanes and heading out into the city. Oh, let's just come out of that view. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. Look, 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 they're all running over to the buses. And so many of these are going to be tourists as well. And they're all going to queue up underneath there. Can we see? Look, there we go. They're all queuing up to get the buses into town. And it was nice to see a load of them cycling as well. Some have got in their cars, look. So we've got a little bit of a traffic jam here as some jump in their cars. Some are going round here, coming down to the university. Although I don't think that's the case. They must be coming to the parks, because you don't get outside people coming to your universities. That must be some of my citizens. 595. And there goes another train. Oh, this is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So let's just have a look on here. 251. That is great. And if we're going to start bringing in more people from the outside, we're going to start earning more money from tourism as well. So commercial zones at the minute, not many visitors to our parks, or we've only just allowed tourists in really in larger amounts. And public transportation, look at that. So they're all taking the buses and paying us lots and lots of money. Brilliant. I just want to check this junction here. Let's just grab that tool. So we've got that as giveaway, but at the minute there's nothing coming from up here. So I'm going to make that one giveaway, and these two can just carry on because they're not really going to get in each other's way. So that is great. That is really, really good. Now, I have had a few people say to me that there's a problem with the train lines on one side of this map. So what I'm going to do, to get outside of the zones that I bought, I'm going to open the cinematic camera mod, and that allows me to go outside of these dotted squares. So we're going to follow this train line all the way to the edge of the map, so it goes past the mountains. Okay, so I had to install another mod just for this little test here. Disable cloud and fog toggler. Let's have a look at the train line over here. And what I'm looking for is I want to make sure that there's people spawning here. So these are the ones that will get picked up by the train, and also that there is trains coming and going from this area. And also what I tend to do is this little node here is always far too close to the edge. There we go. So a train's going. So I'm going to just pause the game. I'm going to move this node down. Let's put that on. Grab that and just sort of move these down a bit just to give enough room for trains to come in and out between this node and this node. There we go. So I want to make sure trains are going to come in. There we go. We're going to run along now. I want to make sure trains are coming in here as well. So let me just hang on. And there we go. We just saw a train coming in as well, taking people in the other direction. So we know that this connection works okay. So let's head back into the city. Let's follow this all along. Oh, look at all this prime building area. There we go. And I'm going to take a look at this. Well, there's people waiting there. That is a good sign. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to move all these along. Get all the people running down the track. There we go. Just spread these nodes out so we have plenty of space at the end. Come on, where's it going to stop? Is it going to be over there? Is it going to be over here? Oh, I've discovered another game within Minecraft. Within City Skylines. Can I make them run off the edge? No. Oh. Is that a train coming in? And I've messed it up. It is. That's a train coming in. Let's move this along a bit. There we go. Train's coming in. And all I want to see now is a train going out as well. And we know that this one works okay too. And there we go. That was a train leaving. I think that worked fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was okay. Good. So we know all the train lines are working fantastically well. Oh, look at all those lovely people taking our buses, giving us all their moolah on the public transportation. I love it. Now, the biggest thing we have at the moment is a need for high density, or a need for residential, but I want to put some more high density residential in, which was going to be in this area here, but I don't want to overload it. Now, we did change a lot of these to high density around here. And these are all still low density. I'm wondering whether we could just maybe upgrade some of these. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take out this whole section here. And that is all going to be high density. Zippity-doo-dah to the end. And I'm thinking I'm also going to do the same here. And make all of that high density. Because we know so many people are using their bikes and walking and stuff, I think we're going to be okay. So let's just see all that up here. I do like watching things grow and build in the city. So what are we at? 11,134. We've taken care of most of our need. And look, you couldn't have missed that. They are upgrading as well, which is good. So that is going to give us even more people, which is what we want. And traffic. I'm waiting for a big line of cars to come in and people to move into these houses. But we're doing okay. We are doing okay. So maybe we could also do these last few smaller ones down here, because we've got this massive big hospital right on the edge. And the whole point is this was going to be a massive big area for high density buildings. So if I use that tool there, I'm going to grab that square. I know I'm going to accidentally remove some others as well, but that's fine. We'll take that, and then we'll take all of these. There we go. And then we'll left click and we'll draw all of those back in again. That one there, that one there. I think we've got all of these, all of those. And let's get this section. That should do right down to that junction. And then we've got this little section down here. You know, blow it. We might as well just do the whole darn thing. And that one last little square. Ping. There we go. So let's just keep an eye on all of that. I can see a lot of traffic coming down the highway over there. Look. I think we're going to have a lot of cars coming in for all of these people. Let's just fly over here a sec and see if we can see them coming in. Yeah, look. Oh, no, it's not. I thought that was a big queue. It's just some parked cars. No, I think we're doing okay. What's the traffic like? That's always a giveaway. There's a big influx of cars. 81%. So, still doing okay. This is getting a little bit busier here, look, because we're getting a lot of people coming in with trains. What I would like to do is stop lane switching in the middle. So, I'm going to grab that, select that node, Control S, as it says down there. And as we used to call that, Hugo there. So they'll pick their lane when they come in at the top and they won't lane switch there. But other than that, it's all looking okay, isn't it? That's the traffic that we just saw going down the road. This is all looking good. I'm pleased with that. So now we've got enough spots of high density that, as you can see, they're not all filling in. So that means we've taken care of our need. Yep, that's fine. Excellent. So what we could do with is a little bit more commercial. Now, some of these along here, this has been commercial actually around the outside. So I am going to just remove some of these houses. Well, I put them back in exactly the same as what they were before. I bet that was confusing for the residents, wasn't it? There we go. And I'm going to change these to high density shops instead down there. So that means these won't be houses. These will probably start filling in over here. There we go. Until we've hit that need as well. I get this question quite a lot. How do you get your city to grow? People will say, I've got no demand in my city. You've got to take care of the demand that you've got. So this huge demand I've got for commercial, I've got to take care of that, and then it will start bumping up the demand for other stuff. So obviously we've got a demand for industry coming in now, which we've not had for a long time. So that is definitely interesting to see. Let's just fill in these couple of bits that have been missed. Okay, and we'll leave the rest of that to grow. That's starting to look more like a nice big built-up area there, isn't it? Brilliant. There you go, and just to make the point, you can see that our residential demand has shot up again because we're taking care of the other demands. So, yeah, if that's a problem you've got in your city, keep taking care of the demands that you've got, and you'll soon find that other demands will grow as well. So I do want to add in some more commercial, but I'd like to add in this one here, leisure specialisation. We're going to be building in this area a bit later. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put a zone in here. There we go. Our leisure specialisation. There we go. And then just along the road here, I'm going to add some high density commercial. There we go. It's starting to grow up here. And what I'm thinking is we can start adding some hotel and some real touristy destination type stuff in here, because we know so many tourists are coming in from our train station over that side. It'll be a nice hop, skip and a jump to come over here and start spending a load of their dosh in our city, which would be absolutely brilliant. There we go. We've got a nice set of leisure, high density commercial buildings, like a little strip all the way along that road there, all the way around the corner, either side. Needs a little bit of detailing, but for now, I think that looks pretty good as you come down the highway. Can't complain at that. And this place is so busy. Look at all the people. There are so many people walking around our city. That just is absolutely brilliant. Walking highways, cycle highways. That is the way to keep your city traffic free. Look at them all. Look at them all. Oh, what is going on here? Getting a little bit of traffic, are we? Yeah, we are. What is the traffic at the moment? I think we're sort of overdoing it on the huge amount of buildings that we're adding in, and all the people that want to get in and out of the city. I'd rather people didn't change lanes right there. So I'll show you why we used to call it you go there. Because when you used to have to do these manually, you'd say you go there, you go there, you go there, and you go there. Now it's just Control S. You're like cutting through. Oh, we don't have the dedicated lanes here anymore. So let's do that. And then let's just turn off that straight on. That's better. And here we don't have dedicated lanes, so let's do that, and then let's turn off that straight on, because we don't want the straight on. And that might work a bit better. I think I've upgraded a road at some point and messed it up. And then we don't need a dedicated lane for down there, because that's only to the skip. Yeah, I think that should be okay. We've got them lane switching under there, which is slightly annoying, so we're going to turn that off. So Control S, you go there. Oh, we've lost a little cycle road there, look. That's not good, is it? We want cycle access to everywhere. So let's get... I'll tell you what, let's just use the picker. That's the one I want. There we go. We'll upgrade that. This one here. Space ready occupied. Not if I anarchy it in. There we go. Now they can cycle from one side to the other. And we get a bit of autosave sippity in there as well. Yeah, so let's just check the lanes we've got here. So I want that with a dedicated turning lane. I want no lane switch in here, so Control S, and they're also going to do it under here as well. I'm going to say no there. So what they're going to have to do is pick their lane here. So these guys are going to turn off. These are going to go straight on, and they will pick their lane in this node. And we'll make sure they can really do it with turning that on as well, although I'm pretty sure they can anyway, so that's fine. And I'm just wondering whether, because they're doing lane switching down here, but we're sort of running out of lanes here. Most people are going straight on. There's a lot of people. See, coming from all this high density stuff, look. They're all coming out to get on the highway. I reckon that will go down momentarily. I'm wondering whether we could add a road here, another little slip lane, just to help them get out of the city from that direction, to save them coming down here and then onto there. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing that. Yeah, let me do that. Why not? Why the heck not? I do love a load of comments telling me that's not realistic. Why have you done that? So let's do it. I'm going to delete that. We're going to do this one here, and we're going to go like that. I'm going to curl it around that way, because then I'm going to curl it around this way. There we go. And they're not going to have proper merging lanes or anything. They're just going to go for it. That's what's going to happen there. And I think they'll be fine. And there we go. Our first customer. Our second. Whoa, it's a bit of a snaky S road there, isn't it? But I think that will work out okay. And hopefully they won't slow down these people coming out here. I would upgrade this to a 4-lane to give them a bit of a runoff lane, but nah. I haven't got that square yet, so can't do it. So there we go. We have the first little start of our university in our city. We will upgrade to a fully blown campus at a later date. You've also learned in this episode that you need to keep an eye on your mass transit, adjust your buses, trams, whatever you've got, as and when you need more. And boy, did we need more, because people are loving our mass transit, our cycling, our walking. They are really getting into not using the car in our city, which is brilliant. And we've got a new train station bringing in so many tourists and earning in tons of money. And I just checked, the traffic was back to 85%, so we've got no problem there as well. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like, watch the video on the screen, and also, if you're not subscribed, I'm just getting so close to 500,000 subscribers, which just sounds unbelievable. 500,000 subscribers. I'm about 50,000 away, which, you know, it's not that many really. So subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I will see you all very soon for the next one. Thank you again for all of your support. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.